Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 32 of the 9th Annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Actually, this is not Game 32. Whatever it is, it's a game. Seton Cardinals taking on the Warren Central Warriors. The Cardinals losing a tough one earlier to Bedford North Lawrence to get into this third/fourth place game, while Warren Central lost earlier today against Franklin Central 83-68. The Cardinals' dream run coming to an end in terms of the championship bracket, but they will come out of here no worse than fourth place, which is certainly a great result for this 1A team. Warren Central, an Indianapolis school, right off of Post Road there on the south side of I-70, have come in and done a really nice job in this tournament. The starting lineup for the Cardinals will be a 6'4 junior, number 0, Billy Webster III. A 6'5 senior, number 1, Desmond Bain. A 5'10 junior, number 3, Nick Matthews. A 6' senior, number 4, Colton Pippinger. And a 5'9 freshman, number 22, Trent Reichley. Get you the starting lineups for Warren Central. You have a 5'10 senior, number 10, Bishop Smith. A 6'1 junior, Traquan Spivey. A 5'8 junior, Miles Arnold, number 34, as Desmond Bain gets the tip and will work against another one of the starters, David Bell, a 6'2 junior. Billy Webster III's three-point shot, no good. Coming in for the rebound was Miles Arnold. Arnold will drive all the way to the hoop, and Desmond Bain will be called for his first foul.
Foul number 1, Desmond Bain, team first.
First team foul. And the final starter for the Warren Central Warriors, a 6'2 junior, number 50, Kyenje Tyler. So Arnold's first free throw is no good. Second free throw, no good as well. Desmond Bain with the rebound. I believe Desmond had 36 points in the loss to Bedford North Lawrence earlier today. Top of the key, three-pointer, drilled it. That was one of the myriad of storylines you heard coming into this ball game around Richmond regarding Seton Catholic was Desmond Bain can't shoot. They only play 1A competition. How good are they really? Billy Webster III, they're playing some good defense, nearly getting a steal. That is a shot by Smith, and he returns the favor with a three-pointer. I think the Cardinals have dispelled the majority of those questions that many folks around town had about them. Webster III with Tyler out on him. The Warriors in man-to-man, and they extended that pressure all the way in the backcourt. Pippinger back to Webster. Bell will have the honor of checking Desmond Bain as he dishes off to Colton Pippinger. Pippinger's first two of the game. That's yet another one of those storylines you hear around town that all the Cardinals are Desmond Bain. And while that is certainly a big part of that as a travel against Warren Central, he's averaging over 8 assists a game, and the last I heard, I think you need teammates to make shots to get a number in that category, and Desmond, one of the leaders in the state, if not the leader in the state, in the assist column as he goes off the glass and scores. 5 points for Desmond. Cardinals lead 7-3. 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Warren Central, a very good-looking team. This is my first chance to see them coming into this tournament as Bain gets the rebound. And again, a full-court pressure put on by Bell. A lot of good players on this Warrior squad. Bain will draw the foul, and the hand check from Bell, his first, team's first. If you've seen any of the broadcast involving Seton games in this tournament, you know that they lost a player to injury, and they only go about 6 deep because of that injury. Normally they just go about 7 deep anyway, as that shot was missed, and there's a tip by Pippinger. Bain cannot keep it from going out of play. 4 games in 3 days and 2 games in pretty close succession here today is tough for any program, but especially if you have a short bench, and that is a nice shot by Arnold for his bucket. Of course, that is true for Warren Central as well in terms of the short turnaround for a game today and the amount of games that they have played in this tournament. It looks like they will go about 8 deep on their bench. Bain in the corner with Arnold out on him, behind the back dribble. And misses the pass to Colton Pippinger, who was down on the low block. That'll be a turnover for the Cardinals. Sam Brennicky, a freshman, will check in for Colton Pippinger, who missed the opening game of this tournament. A 62-58 victory over the Richmond Red Devils, the host team of this tournament. Colton was out with an illness, so his minutes have not been as many as you would normally expect, and there is a cheap foul by Nick Matthews, his first, team's second. The Cardinals continue to see the emergence of the contributing freshman in Trent Reichley, who has earned a starting job, and Sam Brennicky, who just checked in. Trent Reichley averaging nearly double digits. That shot was contested by Bain, but up and in by Spivey, his first bucket, and we are tied at 7. And as a steal, Bain, nice job staying vertical to prevent getting his second foul. Brennicky will inbound, full court pressure put on by Warren Central. Somebody needs to come get the ball, and the Cardinals fortunate to get that in. Billy Webster III trying to dribble through 2 players will draw the foul. That'll be on Bishop Smith, his first, team's second. That looked like a move taught to him by Uncle Chuck. Since it was successful, I would say it came from Uncle Chuck. If it was not successful, I would say it came from me. Nick Matthews cannot dribble, needs to get the ball to somebody. He does. Billy Webster III hangs out in the corner, and now Desmond Bain will hold it between the circles. The Cardinals have seen a lot of zone in this tournament. There is Reichley, who steps into the shot, no good. And Bishop Smith was out of bounds, jumped in and caught that ball before he had established position. So it will remain with the Cardinals. Bain will fire a three-pointer, no good. Webster III battling for the rebound, and Reichley will come out with it. Gets it to Nick Matthews, who was falling over, and gets it to Reichley, who then gives it to Bain. Billy Webster III with a three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Spivey. He will bring it up. Arnold will shoot, no good. Webster III with the rebound. Brennicky will come out with a loose ball. And the Cardinals will get a timeout as that pressure is giving them a little bit of fits. We'll take a break as well. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. You're watching Wettig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Do you need help taking care of your car? I know we do, because Troy can barely change the position of the seat. That's why we take our cars to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main Street in Richmond. We've been relying on Brad and his crew for years, and they always take good care of us without breaking the bank. For great auto service by trained professionals, call Beach Automotive at 966-8181 or visit their website at beach-auto.com.
Back at the Tiernan Center on the campus of Richmond High School here in Richmond, Indiana, as we are winding down the 9th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. Bob Wettig was an equipment manager here, longtime equipment manager here at Richmond High School, and this tournament was established in his honor after his passing. Always good to remember Mr. Wettig. A longtime face here and a great supporter of high school athletics, obviously of Richmond High School of athletics. Cardinals commit another turnover. Colton Pippinger will check back in as Nick Matthews will sit down. So on the court, Reichley, Bain, Brennecke, Webster III, and Pippinger for the Cardinals. Spivey, Bishop Smith, Bell, Tyler, and Arnold still in for Warren Central. On the low block, there is Arnold who shoots. Actually, no, that's Paul Miner who is checked in. He misses the shot. Again, those gold numbers on the white uniforms, when they are at the other end of the court, it is a little difficult to see for my old eyes. So my apologies. Pippinger with the ball. He will spin, gets in the paint, jumps it off to Reichley, who is trailing. Will not get the shot to fall, but he does draw the foul. The freshman will go to the line to shoot two. That foul is on Spivey, his first, team's third. For you Cardinal fans watching at home, they will be in action this Saturday at Earlham College to take on the Hagerstown Tigers. As Reichley hits the first free throw, and that's our first point for either side in a few minutes here. I believe the girls will tip off at 6 with the boys to follow. Reichley makes one of two. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No matter what for the Cardinals, this has been a successful trip. You defeat the host 4A school in Richmond. You defeat the defending champions in 3A Hamilton Heights. You play a 3A or 4A Bedford North Lawrence team, very tough. And now you got 4A Warren Central. As that was a nice shot there by Keonjay Tyler over the outstretched arms of Desmond Bain. And Warren Central takes the lead, 9-8. Tyler out on Webster III. Brennecke, nice head fake. He will go to the glass, gets it to go. Brennecke gets his first bucket, and the Cardinals retake the lead. Tyler in the corner. He will take an 18-footer. No good. Reichley did not attack that rebound, and I think they called a timeout. Warren Central did. 30-second timeout for Warren Central. We'll keep it here. Want to remind you folks that we will have the championship game following this contest. Troy Darengowski will be back to call the action as Franklin Central the Flashes will take on Bedford North Lawrence. The Stars, the ones defeated Seton. The Flashes defeated Warren Central. Franklin Central has a couple of really nice players, and I invite you to tune in and watch those young men, as does Bedford North Lawrence. But speaking specifically here at Franklin Central, Marcus Burke is a young man to watch. He has had a great tournament. Grant Pedigo, another young man that's had a nice tournament and a good player. And then for Bedford North Lawrence, obviously Braxton Day, well known here in Indiana circles. That should be a very nice contest and a great way to end this tournament. And either one of those teams would be a good champion. Bedford North Lawrence battling back in a couple of games to take the lead, showed nice heart, as that was a shot by Miner that goes in over Sam Brennecke, and Warren Central retakes the lead, 11-10. We have 35 seconds to go. We'll see if the Cardinals hold for the last shot or if they will just attack. Reichley, ball fake. Bain will cross over, gets in the lane, up off the glass, good. Bain with 7. Cardinals retake the lead. We have 17 seconds to go. Under 10. Bishop Smith, he will take the 17-footer, no good, tipped up. And that will end the first quarter. So the Cardinals go to the start of the second quarter with a 1-point lead, 12-11. You're watching Wedig Memorial Tournament basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Back at the Wedig Memorial Tournament as we start the second quarter. The Seton Catholic Cardinals taking on the Warren Central Warriors. And that'll be a shot by Kennebrew, who has checked in, and he makes his presence felt with the early bucket. Again, that full court pressure being put on in the backcourt. Webster the third. As Chris Batts has checked in for Warren Central. Brennecke. Nice dribble hesitation, and he throws it away. Paul Miner with the steal. Might have been a carry there by Bishop Smith. A block shot by Billy Webster III. And Bain will come out with the ball. Lane opens up. He splits and will draw the foul. And the bucket will count. The Warren Central crowd didn't think that it was a block, that it should have been a charge. That'll be 2 on Bishop Smith. He will sit down. Spivey will check back in. Desmond now with 9 points, looking to get into double digits. And he does. We've played a minute here in the second quarter. Cardinals with a 2-point lead. There is Bell, and he erases that deficit. And the Warriors will back off of the pressure, allowing Bain a free run to bring the ball up the court. Webster III kicks it to Brennecke in the corner. A good head fake. Bounce pass to Webster III, who cannot hit the shot. Rebounded by Miner. Here comes Bell. He will pull up at the arc and survey his options. Passes it to Batts. Kennebrew gets it down in the post. There is Bain with nearly gets the steal, and we're going to have Warren Central retain possession and shoot an air ball. Brennecke comes out with the rebound. Keep the ball up high, and he will lose it in the quick hands of Kennebrew. And then quicker hands there by Webster III, and he goes for the spin. Loses the handle, but I believe they're going to call Batts. No, they're calling Kennebrew on the foul. I have him listed as Jamar Kennebrew, so they've listed as Harper. It looks like Kennebrew from last night, but I could be wrong. It might be Alante Harper. So I apologize to he and his family if it is indeed Harper. Brennecke misses the shot. Good box out of Bain by Bell. And that's going to be a tip back and put in by Miner. His 4th point. And Warren Central takes the lead. Webster III's three-pointer no good, rebounded by Miner. Cardinals are undersized compared to the Warriors, but that's often been the case here in this tournament. There's a spin from the right elbow and shot up and in by Spivey. He has 4. And this is the largest lead of the game for Warren Central at 4 points. Bain gets in the lane. Bucket is good. 5 points in the quarter, 12 overall. Good closeout by Brennecke, but he does not close off the baseline. And there is another good mid-range jumper by Spivey. Extends the lead back to 4. He has 6. And we're going to have a jump ball. Again, Sam Brennecke bringing that ball down low, and quick hands by Bell. And Bell, for his trouble, gets to come sit down as Keonjay Tyler will check back in. Kyenji Tyler. Seton with the inbound. Billy Webster the third. Gets it on the run. Crosses the timeline and will pull up at the arc. Swings it to Reichley. Ball fake. Matthews. Bain. Back to Matthews. Matthews left elbow. Kicks it to Webster the third. Goes back to Matthews in the high post. And Nick waiting too long, and good arms by Batts, who steals it. Block shot by Desmond Bain. Right there was Kennebrew. And Brennecke will come out with the ball. No Cardinals are leaking to the basket, although Miner was there. Bain with the floater, no good, as he went in front of 3 Warriors. That's a charge. And that's right, Nick Matthews, good job getting position and remaining stationary. That may be the second foul on Spivey. Well, it looks like it's his first. I had him down for one earlier. The 6th team foul for Warren Central. Missed one, obviously, somewhere. But Spivey is credited with 1. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals down 21-17. Matthews will get it out of the corner. Bounce pass right to Miner. Brennecke does a nice job of not committing the foul, but Miner now has 6. And it's a 6-point Warren Central lead. Warren Central just much quicker so far, knocking balls loose and getting in the passing lanes. Webster the third gets in the lane, drops it off to Reichley. Shot up and in. He now has 3. This is one thing where you talk about the Cardinals' block called on Desmond Bain. I'm not sure about that call, but nonetheless, that'll be Desmond's second. But where Seton's competition, they play who they play, and they do schedule better teams than a lot of people give them credit for. However, they often do not see the quickness of teams like Warren Central, and that is something that takes a little bit to get used to. Keonjay's free throw is good. That is his 3rd point. 24-19 is your score. 2:55 to go in the first half. Batts will sit down. Arnold back in as Tyler hits 2. Webster the third, nearly losing his balance with Tyler giving him pressure up the court. Billy kicks it out to Desmond. Desmond will drive off the glass, no good. Desmond needs to remember he has 2 fouls. 3-point shot up, no good, rebounded by Bain. Desmond thought about the 3/4 length pass to Reichley, decides against it. Will dribble out top, put up a 3-pointer, drilled it. Desmond was 7 in the quarter, matching his 7 in the first quarter. My Texas math tells me that's 14. Good pass inside to Spivey, and a better shot. He has 8. Brennicky dishes it off to the trailing Reichley, who cannot hit that shot. Bell drops it off to Spivey. Up and in. That is 8 in the quarter. 10 for him. And an offensive foul. I believe they're going to get Trent Reichley. That'll be his first. 4th team foul on the Cardinals. Minute 26 to go. We have a timeout. 29-22. Cardinals down by 7. Largest lead of the game for Warren Central. You are watching Wettig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
I was in for service at Best One. I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking, so they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Back at the Tiernan Center, where we are winding down the second quarter. Warren Central with a 7-point lead over the Seton Cardinals. Wide open three-pointer is good. And all of a sudden it is an 11-point deficit, or excuse me, a 10-point deficit for the Cardinals. Arnold with his 5th point. Pippinger back in for Seton, drops it off to Bain. Bain will pull up, left elbow, and nailed it. Desmond with 10 in the quarter, 17 overall. Cardinals need to trim into this lead or not make it any more than it is. And if you're Warren Central, it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Billy Webster, the 3rd. If you're Warren Central, you just need to not turn it over, and that is 2 on Trent Reichley. Off the inbound shot is no good. Brennicky will draw the foul, or commit the foul, excuse me.
Sam Brennicky is first.
Team 6th. And now it looks like Warren Central will hold for the final shot of the quarter with an 8-point lead. Pippinger will come out. Cardinals still in their zone. Good ball movement. Kennebrew, no shot, no good. Rebounded by Bain, and he goes to the ground hard. And that will be the 7th team foul on North Central, or Warren Central, excuse me. That foul was on Tyler, his first. Team 7th. So Bain at the line. Shoot the 1 in bonus. Desmond will put it up, and no good. His first missed free throw here tonight. Reichley with the steal. The shot doesn't go, but he draws the foul. One of the shortest players on the court winds up getting that rebound. That foul was on Arnold. His first, team's 8th. 0.3 seconds remaining. Nice job by Trent. He is now 2 of 3 from the line. I'd like to welcome the Reichley family watching from Ohio and parts unknown. Dan owes me money. And Trent misses the second. And that'll do it. So at the half, Warren Central leads 32-25. We will come back with some numbers in just a few minutes. You are watching Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Reynolds Plumbing, the area's leader in residential and commercial plumbing. Fast, friendly, 24-hour emergency service. You name it, they can fix it. Whether it's installation, remodeling, sump pumps, well pumps, water heaters, or sewer camera service, they now have service on heating and air conditioning. Give them a call at 966-0994 for free estimates. Reynolds Plumbing, 198 South 2nd Street in Richmond.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Back at the Tiernan Center, here are your halftime numbers. First for the Warren Central Warriors, Spivey with 10, Minor with 6, Arnold with 5, Tyler with 4, Smith with 3, Bell and Kennebrew each with 2. That should be the 32 for the Warren Central Warriors. Leading the way for all scorers, Desmond Bain with 17, 7 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter. Reichley with 4, Pippinger and Brennicke each with 2, Billy Webster the third. No points in the first half. A lot of defense being thrown his way as well, and that's one of the issues as to why Seton is down 7 here at the half. We will come back, as you can see, in about 7 minutes or so with the start of the third quarter. You are watching Wettig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Have you heard? Winning isn't everything. Championships are great, but there's more to sports than separating the world into winners and losers. The way we play matters too. The choice is simple. You can choose gamesmanship, or you can choose sportsmanship. Gamesmanship is another way of saying whatever it takes. You know the types. They taunt their opponents. Throw the occasional elbow for good measure. Whatever it takes to gain the upper hand. Sportsmanship relies less on underhanded tactics and more on things like strategy, skill, and smarts. It's less about stooping to trickery and more about rising to the occasion. Gamesmanship or sportsmanship? Both can lead to victory, but only one represents the true measure of a champion. Play like a champion. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hitters Hangout Academy has everything you need to train year-round to become a better player. They offer everything from cage rentals to private lessons and specialized classes. They offer hitting, infield play, outfield play, catching, pitching, strength, and agility for baseball and softball players alike. Their goal is to leave players with a better understanding of the game and to learn why they do certain things, and as always, play the game the right way. For more information, go to their website, hittershangoutacademy.com. Summit Computers manufactures their own line of competitively priced workstations and servers with only high-quality parts. They are registered and certified business partners with many manufacturers, distributors, and companies to offer competitive pricing as a value-added reseller. Their experienced technicians have a proven track record and are an invaluable support team for your information technology needs. Contact Summit at 939-2120 and at summit-computers.com.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU, focused on you.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com. Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Are you a fan of exciting action, great sporting atmosphere, and good displays of sportsmanship?
I am definitely a fan.
High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure entertainment value. Are you a fan of amazing spirit, incredible drama, and affordable ticket prices?
I'm definitely a fan.
High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure entertainment value.
Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, the very best in pizza and grinders. We use only the highest quality meats, cheeses, and vegetables. It's impossible not to taste the difference. Every morning we bake our bread to ensure our customers the freshest sandwiches. Mancino's offers more than grinders. They also have fantastic specialty pizzas and salads. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or after the game. Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. The taste of quality you expect.
Jiffy Lube of Richmond features the Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change. As much as you paid for your vehicle, keep it on the road as long as possible. The Jiffy Lube Signature Service Oil Change is more than an oil change. It's preventative maintenance to keep your car running smoothly. Jiffy Lube, 2993 East Main in Richmond. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturday, 8 to 5.
There's only one place to go on the web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelotto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. It's easy, it's convenient. Wetzelotto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Back at the Tiernan Center as we start the third quarter. We're working on a treat for you, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Call the family around the fireplace. This will be like those fireside chats that Franklin Roosevelt used to give. Warren Central starts with the ball. 3-point shot by Arnold is good. And the lead is back to 10. We are joined by referee savant and former coach Brian Ray, who is also a contributor to HickoryHusker.com, correct?
Correct.
So Brian is going to sit in with us as long as he would like and do some color commentary on this broadcast. I know you were officiating yesterday and did get a chance to watch a lot of the tournament. So you're going to be the lone voice of reason on officiating calls because Troy lies a lot and he doesn't know a lot. And I just make stuff up and just complain. So you'll actually have, firsthand knowledge of what goes on as Bain fires the ball to Matthews, who has a little trouble handling it. Webster, the third, will get in the paint. Dishes off to Reichley for the quick three-pointer, and he hits it.
That's exactly what Seton needs to do to get back in the game. They didn't shoot three-pointers very well in the first half. They got to get hot here to get back in the game.
Well, I recall in the game against Richmond, you pointed out that Seton was 10 of 15 from the three-point line, and that was one of the reasons for that victory. As Arnold misses the shot, Bain keeps it alive, gets it to Pippinger, and then Arnold will knock it out of play. Reichley, a freshman, he has an unorthodox shot, but he can hit them in spurts. He was cold in the first half. I don't recall if he hit a shot more than one or two, but he hits his first one, and that's an important bucket for the Cardinals.
All is important. The ball goes in. We
Bain
don't get style points.
Drive baseline and puts it up in the basket. 19 points for the senior. Bishop Smith will pass the ball around the perimeter. There is a shot up, and Errol Matthews cannot hold on to it. Rebounded by Bell, and he will bring it back outside. Bishop Smith drives through that zone. Baseline shot, no good. Rebounded by Bain. Desmond very active on the boards, per usual, in the top 5 in the state for those that report statistics in rebounding and first in scoring and assists. Shot up, no good. Volleyballs it, keeps it alive. Trent Reichley will come out with the ball. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Cardinals have cut the lead to 5. Bain tries, left-hand shot, and they're going to call a charge.
Charge.
Right call, says Brian Ray. 1,000 fans say Brian's wrong. Bain with his third foul. The Cardinal fans become even more vociferous.
Big call. That's Desmond's third foul. He's going to have to be careful now.
Third foul with 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. And Taylor let that ball bounce right by him. He was trying to do a job of screening Bain off of the ball and then wasn't prepared when the pass came to it. So it's a full court pressure being put on by the Warren Central Warriors, and Reichley almost went over the end line on that inbounds. And I don't know a lot, but I think that would have been illegal.
You can't step over the line. You can step on the line.
Reichley with a quick three, airballs it. Matthews will keep it alive. Bain comes up with it. Nice pass to Pippinger. Good shot fake. Up off the glass and in. His 4th point.
Now, Warren Central here needs to get the ball inside and challenge Bain and see if they can pick up that 4th foul.
And that's going to be a travel. Arnold not happy with the call. So I guess number 4 is going to be Harper. We have him listed as Kennebrew, but I'm going to go with Harper because I trust Phil Quinn. And Matt Smith is also listed as coming in. Billy Webster III gets the ball to Desmond Bain with Bishop Smith and Max Smith on him. The ball is stolen, and Bishop Smith will drive to the basket. That is his 5th point, and Desmond had to be careful and not pick up a foul, and that's a carry behind the back dribble, and he kicks it out of play. Bishop Smith riding herd on Bain on that play. As an official, do you know that you're doing a good job when both sides were equally angry with you?
Exactly.
Cardinals, I believe, are going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
And that wasn't a carry. He can, as long as his hand stays on top of that ball, he can dribble it as high as he wants.
From my look, it looked like he was on the side, but obviously with your eyes are going to be more keen to that. So it was more of a high dribble, let's say. Okay. And I think a lot of times fans, even like me, just in that situation where you thought it was maybe more on the side, but it truly wasn't, and I understand what you're saying. But the average fan, they just assume it's a carry because it looks out of the ordinary.
Anytime that the ball gets dribbled and it's up by somebody's head, the fans automatically react. And they just have to remember, just because it looks awkward doesn't mean it's wrong.
That's right, because half of the things I do in life are awkward and would look wrong to anyone with half a brain. 4:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Warren Central with a 5-point lead. They've led by as many as 10. The Cardinals have found themselves in some big holes in terms of point deficits in this tournament. Nice hands by Colton Pippinger. I'm still not giving your Twitter handle out, Colton. And Desmond Bain will initiate the offense. Webster III still hasn't scored in this ball game. That lollipop pass from Reichley, Webster is able to get. Cardinals have had some issues with the intense pressure from this man to defense by the Warriors. Bain will pull up from 17 and drills it.
Nice shot.
Desmond now with 21. He has scored 4 in this 3rd quarter. Remember, the Cardinals played earlier today at 1 o'clock in a hard-fought battle against Bedford North Lawrence. Bain right there, you see the effects of those 3 fouls. Desmond had to be mindful of picking up his 4th. Still showed some nice intensity and will actually be Cardinal ball on the sideline as Warren Central stepped on the line or either touched the ball last. We got a foul on Bishop Smith, I believe. I don't think he knew. I think he thought it was going to be against Seton.
Yeah, he didn't think he fouled him there.
That is his 3rd. 1-team foul for each squad.
Dangerous pass there.
That was, and that is something the Cardinals have been a little lax at. And, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that the Cardinals' schedule is tougher than most people think, but they still don't play teams like this 4A squad that you see here in Warren Central with the length, quickness, and athletes that they're facing in this tournament. They've done a good job up to this point against Richmond and Hamilton Heights. Bedford North Lawrence not as big in terms of height as the other squads, but it's a whole nother animal when you step up to these kind of teams.
Exactly.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more. You are watching Wedig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's only one place to go on the web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. It's easy, it's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clicking awesome.
Brian Cox and Brian Ray with you on this third place game here in the Wettig Memorial Tournament between the Seton Cardinals and the Warren Central Warriors. Warren Central with a 1-point lead now as Bain rises up from the right elbow and hits that shot. He is 23.
I still think it's in Warren Central's best interest to pound the ball inside right now and try to pick up that fourth foul.
Well, since Desmond got his third foul, we have not really seen any penetration to do exactly what you're talking about.
And right there was a perfect example. They got it into the middle, kicked it back out, wide open three-pointer.
That was Bishop Smith. He has 8 points, 5 in this quarter. Webster the third carried it on his hip, no call. And Coach Chris Byers of Warren Central, not too pleased that call wasn't made.
Oh, shoot the layup.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Pippinger did not put that shot up. Coach Juergens points to his head to a couple of the members on his squad, telling them to be smart.
And like you said earlier, Seton's not used to seeing these athletes that get the ball inside, and some of the smaller players are afraid to take it up because they don't want to get their shot blocked.
Bain from 16 hits. 8 points in the quarter, 25 overall, and it's a one-possession game. Bell swings it. Harper gets it back to Bell, top of the key. Bishop Smith faked an NBA plus 3. Cardinals staying in their 2-3 zone. It's all heavy cut through. And there is a turnover, steal by Bain. Bain behind the back dribble, and there again, you talk about the athleticism. You don't see that a lot, and Brennicky does a nice job of not committing the foul. But Spivey gets the bucket. He has 12. Desmond would have been able to get away with that move 95% of the teams that the Cardinals play, but give a lot of credit to Max Smith for hustling back and knocking that ball out.
Yeah, it's the speed. They're not used to seeing this kind of speed night in, night out.
Pippinger gets it into Bain. Bain again from 16 hits. Silky smooth shot, 10 in the quarter. Under 40 to go. 40 seconds to go, I should say, here in the third quarter.
Been very impressed with Desmond's jump shot in this tournament.
Cardinals not boxing out, allowing Bell to get that rebound. That was a good look down low from Bishop Smith to Max Smith. Mack with his first bucket. Desmond needs to get the ball in. Billy Webster the third gets it, and there's 10 seconds to go. He does put his head down, lose the handle.
A lot of contact there.
And a lot of boos, and Harper tipped back by Bain. Pippinger will fire from half court. It will not count. But the Cardinals have trimmed the lead to 4, 44-40. You are watching Wettig Memorial Tournament basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
If you would like your athlete to take their game to the next level, look no further. New Vision Sports and their staff has over 20 years of experience in coaching and developing the serious-minded athlete. New Vision specializes in improving your basketball skills, overall speed, and agility. Find them on Facebook or Twitter, or give them a call at 765-977-5831. Again, call 765-977-5831, or go to their website at newvisionsports.com. Did you know Richmond Schools offers an instrumental music program in grades 5 through 12? Did you know Richmond Schools offer classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish? And did you know Richmond offers a full slate of intermediate school athletic programs such as golf, swimming, volleyball, football, basketball, and baseball? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Brian Cox and Brian Ray back with you from the Tiernan Center as we move to the fourth quarter in a pretty good ball game. I think a game that has been a lot closer than many people thought due to the lack of depth on the Cardinals. And look at the three-pointer out of the break by Sam Brennecke, the freshman. He's got 5.
Got to see how much gas Seton has left in the tank.
That Bedford game took a lot out of him.
4 games in 3 days, and you're only playing 6 players. It's tough to do.
Minor with a little bit of a push-off, and he gets the bucket and the foul by Brennecke. That is his 8th point. The Cardinals have had 4 players score. 8 players for Warren Central have scored. Minor with a chance to get his 9th point and push this to a two-possession ball game. And he does just that. And there you go, throwing it right to Minor, and then he promptly throws it away. Whoa.
Tipped.
It was tipped? Okay. I'll say my computer screen blocked me on that. Again, we talked about, you mentioned it, the speed, and as a corollary to that, the quickness, which I think is sometimes it is different, and Bain not able to keep that ball. Some of these passes the Cardinals are making fly 95% of the time. They're not going to happen here.
They've got to meet their passes. They can't sit there and wait for the ball to come to them. They have to go meet the pass.
But I think the silver lining out of this, Brian, and you as a coach and obviously a referee, you can travel. This is only going to make Seton better.
This is great preparation for if Seton gets out of the sectional again for Liberty Christian in the regional.
Well, they've got Liberty Christian coming up in a few days here in Richmond. That'll be at Earlham College. And you're 100% correct. This is Liberty Christian is a great ball club. And you can say 1A all you want. Liberty Christian could be in this tournament and make a deep run as well.
Exactly.
Under 7 to go. Cardinals down by 4. They desperately need a stop and then to get a good bucket.
And that last turnover, again, Seton's not coming and meeting their passes.
Bishop Smith gets to Minor in the corner. He might have taken a little extra step. Max Smith does a good job creating some space with that shoulder, and that's going to be a foul on Brennecke.
Warren Central's came out here in the fourth quarter and is attacking the basket.
And I would go so far as to say they're almost outworking the Cardinals too.
And again, look at the Seton players during this free throw. How many of them got their hands on their knees? You know, the gas tank's running real low right now.
Max Smith misses the free throw. Well, no matter what happens here, this has been an exceptionally successful tournament for the Seton Cardinals. I mentioned it before, defeating 4A Richmond, defeating 3A Hamilton Heights, the host team, and the defending champion of this tournament in Hamilton Heights. And they should hold their head high, but my competitiveness, if you're here, you might as well win it.
Exactly, and this is just a super learning experience for them.
And what great learning experience for the 2 freshmen on the court. And that was a nice pass by Bain. What did they call?
Turned the ball over. He carried it on the dribble.
Coach Juergens wants an explanation, and the official on Juergens' side is pointing to the other official. He made that call.
Exactly.
6:24 to go. 5-point lead. Cardinals still well within striking distance of this. They're just going to have to get some stops. Now you see Warren Central start to milk some clock, and I think this is a smart move. But I go back to, again, something that you mentioned, Brian. Desmond Bain is sitting there with 3 fouls. No matter what, they're going to leave him in, I think, at this point, or if they do take him out, it'll be for a couple of minutes. But why not try to draw the 4th foul on Desmond Bain?
With 3 fouls, you're going to leave him in there, and even with 4. I mean, like we've talked about, learning experience. If he's in a game like this with 4 fouls and learns how to play, if this happens in the tournament, he's already experienced it. He's going to know how to take care of himself.
Yes, sir, and he does a nice job of getting in front of Spivey. And there's another throwaway turnover. Cardinals continuing to shoot themselves in the foot by making risky passes and also making lollipop passes or passes that are too soft. You're not going to get away with that kind of stuff against a team like this. Pippinger steps out on Max Smith.
Seton's went man-to-man now. Come out of that zone.
Bain with a block shot. Spivey all over Desmond. Desmond will fire up a three. Drilled it. And this crowd has gotten into this game. That's a pretty nice roar. A lot of Cardinal fans here.
Big-time play by a big-time player.
Under 5 remaining in the game, and it is a one-possession game. But at some point, Brian, as good as Desmond Bain is, arguably in the top 3 players in this tournament, somebody else in the Cardinal lineup is going to have to make a play and score the ball. Over and back. That'll be a turnover against Warren Central. Not sure Coach Byers agrees with that. The official shaking his head. I don't know, because he wasn't the one that made the call.
Last person to touch it in the front court was a white jersey, and the first one to touch it in the back court.
Desmond backs up in the backcourt, and here come a host of Warren Central. And there's a foul. I thought it was going to be an over and back on Billy Webster.
12 had his hand in his back.
If that's on Spivey, that'll be his second. Each team with 3 team fouls. And I think it is exceptionally important for the Cardinals to either tie this game or take the lead here after being down so much to get this crowd continuing to stay in the game and to gain some momentum here.
In that last possession, Warren Central ran 2 guys at Desmond to make him give the ball up. I think you're going to see that. See, here we go again. They're going to make Desmond give the ball up.
Trent Reichley calling for the ball. Billy Webster, the third, steps into a 3, airballs it. And Trent Reichley was knocked off of the ball. The Cardinal bench wanted the call. Paul Miner had an elbow in Trent's back, pushing him off, which is a mismatch. As 2 of Trent do not make 1 of Paul Miner, I don't think. But it is going to be a timeout. 4:06 to go in this ballgame. Cardinals down by 2. You're watching Wettig Memorial Tournament basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Back at the Tierney Center as we set to watch the final 4:06 in this ball game. Seton Cardinals down by 2 to the Warren Central Warriors, 48-46. Warren Central win inbound. You can see Brian mentioned it earlier with the Cardinal players having their hands on their knees just in that timeout as they were walking down the court. And Desmond Bain gets the steal. Gets it to Brennecke, and it almost became – and looked like that was a little extracurricular timeout by the Cardinals. And it looked like there was a little extra given to Bain from Spivey.
Got a little tangled up.
It seemed like it was lingered a little longer than it needed to go. But, you could say I'm a homer, and that's fine. I've been called a heck of a lot worse than that. But Cardinals are, both teams, again, playing the same amount of games in the same amount of time, basically. Warren Central played earlier today, I think, at 11. Cardinals played at 12:30 or 1, whatever that was. So, that's about the same, But the Cardinals look much more tired than Warren Central.
Exactly, and it's just the number of bodies being used by both teams. Seton playing only 6, Warren Central's going 8, 9. They may have even played 10.
And that's over all 3 games. I mean, that stuff adds up. The Cardinals have got to limit the turnovers, and they have got to take care of this basketball in the final 3:47 to go. And Webster has got to get in the score sheet with some points. He picks up his dribble, trying to get it to Desmond, and Warren Central doing a nice job denying Bain the ball. And there comes the second runner. Desmond dips his shoulder, cannot get the shot to fall, but he does draw the foul. He will go to the free throw line and has a chance to tie this up. That is on Bishop Smith, his 4th. That's a big foul for Warren Central. Desmond, an 80+% free throw shooter. In that Richmond game, he had 11 in a row in the 4th quarter. He bricks this one. I had quit jinxing that young man.
And you just jinxed him.
He is now 1 for 3 from the free throw line here today. And that is something that I do a lot of Seton broadcasts. I do not utter that phrase very often. So Desmond makes it a 1-point game. He now has 31. Contested that shot by Mac Smith, but Mac, a nice job of getting the basket. Brennicky gets it to Bain. There comes a lot of Warriors to Bain. Nice move by Webster III. His first points of the game, and he has a chance to tie this ball game up for the first time since the first quarter. That's what we need to see, Brian. We talked about that during the break. Webster, if his jump shot's not there, taking it to the hole.
He's athletic enough. His jump shot's not falling. Go to the basket and make something happen.
Big free throw here for my nephew. And he ties it. He's not actually my nephew, but he should be. Bishop Smith will bring the ball up for the Warriors. Puts a shoulder into Bain. Bain gets the rebound. Brennicky wants to give it up to somebody. Gets it to Reichley. They need to get across the timeline. They get it to Webster the third. Pippinger is down in the block. Not sure why Webster didn't get it to him. Cardinals are fortunate to get that ball, and there you see a senior who wants the ball as Bain came to get it. 2:33 to go. Here comes the trap. Reichley can fire it quickly. Does not hit it. Pippinger fighting for the rebound, cannot get it. And Bishop Smith boxing him out with those 4 fouls. Very dangerous by Bishop Smith. But it works out to Warren Central's favor. They have the ball. 2:20 to go. We are tied at 50. Desmond trying to flop there.
He gets an Academy Award for that one. That was a nice flop.
In the Premier League, he would have gotten a – and again, Pippinger was behind the defense. The Cardinals with their heads down. Reichley, a nice fake.
Move.
Trent Reichley will go to the line where he is 2 of 4. He has 7 points. He's hit 1 3-pointer. I was talking to Brian Ray during one of the breaks that one of the best things about Trent Reichley, which there are many, is that that kid has no memory in terms of whether a shot went in or not, or if it's missed, he forgets about it, and he does not mind shooting, and that's something that you like to see in a player, particularly if he can make them.
That's the mark of a good shooter.
He has 9, and we're under 2 minutes and tied at 52. Good crowd here on hand to watch this third-place game. And we're in the waning moments here. Minute 35. Max Smith loses it. That's Cardinal ball.
This handles a good pass.
Now the onus, again, is going to be on ball handling and ball control. A freshman is inbounding, and Sam Brennicky. He needs to get it in. And winning, that's a foul.
Yep.
And that'll be the 7th team foul. The Cardinals will shoot one in the bonus. That's going to be on Arnold, his third. So no matter what, the Cardinals are going to shoot at least one free throw for every foul committed against them in this ball game, which is only 1:31 left.
Exactly.
Desmond Bain at the line. In and out. I cannot believe the free throw shooting by Desmond tonight.
It's the wear and tear of 4 games in 3 days. The legs are a little tired.
2 of 5.
Great
altered that
defense.
shot. Webster, the third, gets it to Bain. He's got Pippinger out front. This should be a bucket for the Cardinals.
And one.
And it doesn't fall. I think Pippinger got a little deer in the headlights there as Warriors were flying towards him. But he will go to the line to shoot 2. Trent Reichley comes up limping a little bit, I thought. That foul is on Minor, his second. Team's 8th.
That might have been one he should have just went up with once he
right
caught
away.
the pass.
And he gets that shot to fall, and that was a, oh, please go in. That's his third point. You're getting closer to maybe getting your Twitter account mentioned, Colton, or Snapchat or whatever in the hell you kids are doing today. That's a lane violation. Now you're not getting your Twitter mention because you look like you don't care. 1 point Cardinal lead. 1:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Arnold drives, dishes off Max Smith. Block shot by Desmond Bain. Colton Pippinger was wide open. They can't get it to him. What do we got? We got a whistle, a timeout by the Cardinals.
Timeout first.
We'll take a break as well. Full timeout. You are watching Wettig Memorial Tournament basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network.
Parents and teachers are the first line of defense for helping students stay on the right path when it comes to math. I'm Glenn Augustine from the Indiana Youth Institute. Educators say the best way to increase a child's interest in math is by showing them how it applies to their everyday lives. You can work fractions into cooking dinner while measuring the ingredients, or measuring distance on the drive home. And start when they're young. Experts say parents work so hard on reading and behavior, they often leave out math in a child's critical early years. These simple steps will pay off in the long run, both academically and economically. Research shows math skills are the most important indicator in predicting a child's future success. This Kids Count Minute is a message from the Indiana Youth Institute and Indiana Wesleyan University, online at indwes.edu. For more parent tips, head to iyy.org/kids.
Kids count on you.
Back at the Tiernan Center, 53.4 seconds to go. Cardinals up 53-52. They've been down by as many as 10. Colton Pippinger will inbound for the Cardinals. And the lead pass to Billy Webster III. He comes up with it. He's having some trouble. Gets it to Pippinger. Cross court to Desmond Bain. A couple of Warriors come out on him. And that's, again, meet the pass you talk about.
Got lucky there.
That foul is going to be on Bell. That'll be his second. Sam Brennecke will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Now you got to execute, hit free throws.
And now it looks like it is going to devolve into a free throw shooting contest for the Cardinals. Because you know the Warren Central is going to want to lengthen this game as much as they can. Brennecke at the line. The freshman, the lefty, fires and hits. He has 6.
And this is a great experience for these freshmen. Getting to play in this tournament and these kind of games, it's only going to pay off
against this competition. They can certainly build on that. You're 100% right. And Brennecke hits both. Big-time free throws from the freshman. Cardinals need to play smart defense. Do not commit a silly foul on a three-point shot. Reichley with the closeout. Shot no good. Minor puts it back up. No good. Rebound by Desmond Bain. And he is going to be fouled. Now, I will bet you a Diet Coke he hits these.
Okay.
It's going to be a half-full Diet Coke. That is the 10th team foul, so the Cardinals will shoot 2 no matter what for the remaining 29.5 seconds of this ball game.
Well, I figure if you lost that bet, you just go to the hospitality room and get
That's
one.
exactly what I'm going to do. Bell with his 4th foul. Did he hit that?
Got it.
All right. Two of 4 from the free throw line in the 4th quarter.
Now, the other thing Seton needs to keep in mind here, they've only committed 3 fouls this half, so they have some to give.
And Bishop Smith drives to the basket easily, and that is a great point. I'm glad you mentioned that. Is it becomes at some point advantageous for as soon as they cross the half-court line, before they get to the three-point line, maybe to foul them. Run as much time off as you can, but don't let that happen like an easy layup.
Exactly.
23.8. We'll keep it here and get some more strategic insight here from Brian Ray. That Seton 5-point lead, which is now 3, that was the largest of their game. And as I mentioned, they were 10 earlier in this ballgame and really hadn't led since early in the first quarter.
Exactly. And right now, Coach Juergens needs to be in the huddle reminding these Seton players, meet your passes. Throw good, strong passes, and the receiver come meet it.
Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because Warren Central, what they would do probably right now is let the ball inbounds and try to get a steal in the backcourt. Once it crosses the half-court line, then commit your foul because there's 23.8 seconds left here.
Here's the game reset, as Brian just mentioned, 23.8 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Cardinals have a 57-54 lead. 10 team fouls for Warren Central, only 3 for the Cardinals. No timeouts for Warren Central. That could be huge. 1 timeout for the Cardinals. They don't need to waste one here on an inbound, though. They may need that later. So Colton Pippinger to inbound, needs to get it to a player. Here comes Desmond Bain coming for the ball. He gets it. Time is run out. He lost it. Oh, I thought that was off of Desmond. They're going to say it was poked out by Mac Smith.
A lot of contact there.
4 seconds run off, though. And right now, Warren Central needs time. And that smack right there, that's going to be on Bell, and that might be his 5th. They're going to list it up as 4. I thought he had 4 earlier, but it's going to be his 4th now. No, it is his 5th. I was right. So Bell has fouled out with 2 points. Bain at the line. He is 4 of 7 from the free throw line. He's hit his last 2.
Double or nothing?
He has 33 points. You know what? I would tell you what. I have confidence in the young man. Any sport I have ever seen him participate in, he has done well. I've lost in cornhole to this kid 21-0 or 21-2 so many times I can't even tell you. And 4 big free throws, much like the Richmond game. He hits some free throws. Bishop with a 3-pointer. He's had 5 points here back-to-back. Billy Webster the 3rd gets it to Brennecke. Time running off the clock, 5 seconds, and they finally foul at a half court. They let way too much time get off of that clock. Brennecke will go to the line. 2 key free throws here. There's 3.9 seconds. That's enough time for Warren Central to come down and hit a shot. This game is not over. And that was a big 3-pointer by Smith. And we talk about that foul situation. Cardinals probably should have fouled right after they cross half court. Brennecke, that is a huge free throw. Now foul to give here.
If he misses,
you foul.
You foul.
That time is going to run off the clock. Brennecke, huge free throws down the stretch from the freshman. And the Cardinals have won this ball game 61-57. They are your 3rd-place team in the 9th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. You could have got odds in Vegas on that. They wouldn't have even listed it.
No, you'd be a rich man right now.
61-57. Cardinals defeat Richmond, Hamilton Heights, and Warren Central. And they come out with a 3rd-place position in this tournament. I want to thank Brian Ray. Thanks for joining me in the second half. I appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. I really think Seton's made huge leaps and bounds this week. They're really going to be somebody to deal with in the 1A state tournament.
And we'll look forward to watching them. They have mentioned they will be at Earlham this weekend against Hagerstown. And a reminder, they will play the number 1 team in 1A, Liberty Christian, at Earlham later in this month. So again, for Troy Darengowski, Suzanne Darengowski, Brian Ray, and my cameraman Colby Cox, the best in the business, thanks so much. And it has been a pleasure to call these games for you. Troy Darengowski will be back with the championship game in just a few minutes between Franklin Central and Bedford North Lawrence. You have been watching Wettig Memorial Tournament Basketball on the Radio Troy Digital Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.
The game